Aries, welcome to your June to December advanced forecast for 2018. Now, if last year I picked one card each month, okay, and then I will go through the summary of it or the outlook, but right now I will go straight to the monthly details, okay? So let's take a look. So as usual, it will be the general, finances, love, health, and then your oracle cards. Looks like you're up for a major change, Aries, for next month. Some Aries women will also find themselves positive or pregnant. Now, if you're also with another fire sign, expect that this person will be bailing out of the situation and they will try to evade their responsibilities or obligations to you. Mhm. Things will actually become a little bit more breezy when it comes to your work, but then there is some sort of a like success or victory that you're going to be gaining. But obviously when you're working or when you're in an office environment, it's, the office politics is very usual, it's very normal and already part of the, drama when it comes to work. So instead of gaining a lot of friends and instead of gaining a lot of accolades, um, you will find yourself being surrounded by a lot of bitter, spiteful, jealous, and very vindictive and dark people who wants to see you go down and, you know, stoop below their level. But just keep on going. I mean, you don't really need this kind of drama. People will try to push you to your limits, but I feel like just try to be extra, extra patient more. When it comes to love, the harmony that you're actually looking for, desiring, or wishing, the key is actually with you. But I'm telling you that there is a third person in the picture. Especially if you've been having a lot of arguments, you've been having some financial problems, your partner is not really sharing their responsibilities to the bills and other financial stuff, then obviously this person is, putting their penny into something else. Now, in the month of June for you, there will be a lot of good news, good progress, developments that's going to be coming your way. So this is in general, okay? More communications that's going to be coming your way around the later part of June, around third to fourth week. And somebody from the past will be coming back into your life. There will also be a celebration, gathering, party, or event, or more likely a reunion that you're going to be attending. And this is where you're going to be meeting somebody from the past, especially for singles. Now, for some Aries who's already married, there will be a change in your home environment, or you will be relocating, okay? There will be a change of your location, residence, or someone will also be moving in and out of your house, which is, I told you that if you're with another fire sign and you'll find out that you're pregnant, expect that this person will be walking out of your life. However, they're gonna come back, but it's like the hurt will be there. Words will be, you know unleashed, and there will be some hurt, agony, pain, anguish, and a lot of things, and bitterness will also be, sinking in. So be careful with that. Aside from that, your finances will keep on growing and it will consistently progress. But like what I'm saying, or like what I said, that instead of you winning new friends, um, growing your network, there will be a lot more people who will try to get in your way, who will try to block your way, and who will try to sabotage you just to bring you down. They are so envious of the things that you're currently accomplishing right now, but I feel like just keep on going. Don't ever get involved with any fights, verbal arguments, confrontations, especially with this air sign woman that is a little bit kind of and dry and very, this woman has a very sharp tongue and she's gonna push you to your limit. Now, right before you act on your emotions and right before you, lose your control and your temper, make sure that you're gonna be like thinking long and hard about the consequences of this, because this might just affect your you know your finances in the future altogether, your career. But I feel like just let it go. I mean, if it's gonna be like a very nonsense fight, or if it's more like the girly fight, like how those high school children bully each other, just let it go. I mean, it's not really worth it. But this woman will be pushing you to your limit, and she's going to be using other people as her puppet just to go against you. And she is also slandering you, or she's also, starting a lot of bad things, bad gossips around you. So be very careful about this one. Might as well just try to avoid her. You will also be traveling. Okay, there's also a travel in the horizon that I can see for you, that you will try and go and search for yourself and um, try to look for some answers while you're away. And it's actually good if you want to go and look for yourself, you want to go and look for your, for the answers that you've been seeking, some clarity, some peace of mind, and you want to relax your mind away from stress, from in your current situation right now. It is much better for you. Some Aries men will also try to evade their responsibilities to somebody that they are with. Now, it's fine if you want to walk away for a little while, digest the situation or the problem, but go back and try to face your own problem, because it's not really a problem. It's more likely a big responsibility or new commitment or bigger commitment. Okay? Just try to face it, because later on karma will bite you in the ass because you are being such a coward, you know? You will go back and face your own demons, and I feel like there will be a very long, deep, and very hearty, okay, discussions, conversations, agreement as well. If ever you're really gonna be deciding not to be united with with the other person that you're with. Now, when it comes to your love, especially for the married ones, if you've been having a lot of difficulties, problems, arguments, especially when it comes to being responsible for all the bills, the mortgages, and stuff like that, some financial stuff that you've been arguing lately, and you feel like your partner is not really doing their part, it means that this person is, putting their penny into something else. There is a third party in the picture, and they have tried to cut it off before, but now they get back together. Now there are also some outside influences that this person that you're with seems like they're very gullible, and they're very weak-minded. They get easily influenced. They believe into a lot of stuff that, instead of confronting you, instead of asking you first, and instead of believing you because you are their partner, they will try to opt for some rebellion, even though there's nothing wrong, even though there's no problem, that the other people or other person is only trying to infuse him or her in your relationship. They're going to believe it, and they're just taking it out on you. Okay? Now, for some, there is a possibility of separation, and for some, there will be a period of disentanglement. As I've said, that some Aries will try and go for some soul searching traveling or journey, and for you to rest your mind, recuperate, and try to you know have more peace and clarity in your mind, and you don't want to act on your emotions, which is good. But the harmony that you're kind of seeking and desiring, the key is actually with you. Whether you're going to be forgiving your partner again, or you'll just continuously move on. But if you will forgive your partner this time, don't expect that it's never going to happen again. Okay? Because the one that you're with right now seems like, instead of them being so conscious, and instead of them what do you call this, instead of them realizing their own mistakes, they feel like, oh, okay, he or she can just easily forgive me because she loves me or he loves me, so I'm gonna do it again. So instead of them realizing that they shouldn't do it again, they're gonna, master the art of lying more in deception. So be very careful about this. Try to think long and hard before forgiving and before giving the person another chance. Now, when it comes to your health, you'll be extra vain this month, and it's not because that you want to change something about yourself, but there will be an allergy that will just come out of nowhere. You're thinking that it's because of the food that you've been taking, but it's not. It's actually the stress, the toxins that you've been intaking, and you cannot really release it. You don't have any other outlet. That's why you're having all this sorts of allergies and blisters and bumps and stuff like that, and irritations especially. And you will also notice that there's like a very pungent odor, or there's like a different smell in your body. You have not there's nothing wrong with your blood, there's nothing wrong with your sweat, but it's the stress that's coming out of your body. So you need to detoxify, you need to relax, you need to pamper yourself for a little bit, and you need to go away from the problems, the hustle and bustle of your surroundings, your work, and your domestic life. It is much better. And you will also try to binge for more, I feel like, fruits. It's okay. At least it's not junk food. And I feel like you would want to stay near the water or around the water. Be careful with the vertigo. And don't sleep too late at night, or don't stay up too late at night, because there's a possibility of you having a blackout, or feeling nauseous, or it's like you will, every night there's like a cloud in your eyes. Okay, there's a cloud in your vision, so your vision will be a little bit blurry. So be careful with your eyes, be careful with your, it's more likely the stress level that's going to be coming out of your body. There's nothing wrong with, or there, you don't have any allergies, except that you're allergic to stress and vertigo. Okay, now let's take a look at your oracle cards. Well, at least that your finances will get better. And I feel like for some Aries who's also looking for some places to transfer, then at least that this is going to be very, very good for you. See, off to the sea. You really have to travel between worlds, thinker. Now you will be caught in a lot of indecisions this month, because you will somehow feel like, which way is the best way for you? Is it to go back, or to just proceed, to keep on moving on? You will then be put in the place of your partner, so that you can balance and you can have both perspectives of the situation, and this is where you're going to be deciding. Time is of the essence. Don't try to evade the subject or the situation. If ever that you need to travel, go and travel because you need to have some more clarity, but don't go and travel just because that you want to evade, or you want to escape from the reality, because by the time that you come back, it's going to be, the problem will get bigger. And there are also some situation in your life that you really need to move on, and that you really need to make a decision or accept the fact that this is how far you can only go. Okay? Off to the sea, you need to go and search for yourself. This is the third reminder. In between worlds, don't try to pretend who you're not, and don't try to mask your feelings. If you're hurt, show it to the world. And if you're feeling vulnerable, don't be afraid that other people would actually take advantage of your weakness. Sometimes you can find more strength when you show your weakness to other people, and you will only learn which one is the real person around you during the time of your distress. And stop thinking or overanalyzing things. Follow your instinct, and whatever it says, keep on believing it, because it will never fail you. Let's take a look at your month of July. All right. Let's take a look at your month of July. Ooh. Looks like you need to make a choice in the month of July whether, because there is another travel for you. Wow. You will also be getting what you want this time. Like, for example, an increment, reward bonus, promotion, referral, recommendation, new job, new contract, new deal, new investment, or return of investment. This is a very, very good month for you, Aries. And again, somebody from the past re-emerging again. Especially for those singles. If you're looking for a new love or for another love, then I feel like this is the person that you've been waiting for and looking for. Especially if it's an air sign. And, ooh. It actually flipped. Okay, let's put it there. Someone who is gonna be faithful and loyal, very abiding, will listen to you, and will guard you, take care of you. Now, for singles who's looking for a new love or who will be settling down soon, you will find the right one for you. However, I feel like you're gonna have a hard time conceiving or having a child. Now, don't be so hard on yourself, because, when the timing is right, it will spruce up. But for now, I feel like you need to wait out for a little bit. You got a long way to go. There will be a lot of things in journey that you have to make together for the two of you to earn your reward. You also need to enjoy yourselves, enjoy your life together. Okay. All right. I feel like this month you will be traveling again. So it's more likely that you will be opting for another journey for yourself, but this time I feel like there will also be business included. It's going to be hard for you to leave and to go, because there is somebody that you have to leave behind for a little while. But if you still need more break, if you still need more time for yourself, or time away for yourself, it's okay. Go on and do it, because I feel like it will benefit you in the long run, especially that you need to detoxify. You need to release a lot of emotional toxins that's been consuming you lately. Now, there is also somebody from the past that you need to be careful of, especially if this is the fire sign that just walked away out of your life, Aries. This person will be coming back and will act like nothing happened, and will act like what they said, what they did in the past is like just a normal thing, but don't make it so easy for them to go back into your life. It seems like you do have a lot of feelings for this person, and it seems like you're ready to do whatever it takes just to make this relationship work. However, you also need to love yourself. You also need to show this person that you value and that you love yourself and that you deserve respect. All right? And, you know, the favor will be adjusted to you. When it comes to your work, there will be a celebration, a gathering, or there will be a victory. Again, that's going to become your way. I feel like this is something to do with whatever happened in the month of June. So, could be that it will be announced in the month of June, and this is the month of celebration, the implementation, and, the announcement, the official thing. And I feel like you will eventually walk away or move on from all those who's very spiteful and bitter about your success, and you'll be able to surpass the test that's going to be given to you in the month of June. Now, there are some other things that you just need to leave, and you just need to leave behind for your journey to be a little bit more lighter, meaning that you have to unload some of your backpacks, and you have to toss away your excess baggages. If you have some problems with the management or with one of your coworkers before, I feel like just try and shrug it off for now. You have to deal with it once and for all, but not this month. This is not really the right month for you to go on any confrontation or to any head-to-head battle or to any, you know, bickering with somebody, especially with an air sign, because this person is very good in turning tables. So while that, even though you already have an edge, it's like you need to gain more. You need to you need to bank more from them, more likely in evidence, an evidence of their wrongdoings or misconduct or whatever it is, like what they're doing to you, because they're always watching your back and they're always watching the mistakes that you've been like making. It's a good thing that you will be honest with the management, especially when you do some mistakes, and you need to own up to it and be responsible to your own actions. Okay. Now, singles, good news. You will finally be meeting the love of your life, and I feel like this time you'll be settling down, and this person is somebody from the past. However, the problem that I'm seeing here is actually it's not really a big problem, but um, if you want to have a baby right away, I feel like that is going to be a problem because it's going to take some time for you to conceive, more likely right after 2 years of you after living together, moving in together, or getting married. Okay? There are a lot of things that you need to do, get to know to each other, adjust, and don't rush. Okay? Try to enjoy your relationship, get to know each other, have a lot of fun, do some travel, embark some new journeys, chapters, adventures, excitement, and thrill. And there are some things that you need to put away, which is whatever happened in the past, leave it in the past. Okay, don't keep on bringing up the past like, you've done this, you cheated on me, you've lied to me, you like this, I knew that you're never going to change, blah, 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 blah. I knew that you're going to hurt me again. You know? This whole new beginning is all about, new chapter, new story, clean slate. Forget about what happened in the past. Because if ever you're not yet able to forgive and forget whatever happened in the past, then it's not all worth it. You're not even going to last longer than 6 months. Okay? Health is also a priority. You will also be moving to your own house. It seems like you're going to be approved for a mortgage. And for some who will try to apply for it. And I feel like there will be strength and there will be more unity. Okay? Just try to have more fun and don't forget to strengthen your love and weaken your pride and your ego. Okay? Try to forget about what happened in the past because this person is ready to change, and this person is ready to show you that they're a better person now. Just try to give them a chance. For those who's already married and are already in a relationship, there will be changes. Okay? And I feel like fun times are up ahead of you, but I feel like you will also need to go for a very long journey for you to forget about whatever happened in the past. Whatever happened in the month of June, you're ready to forgive and forget in the month of July. However, there will be a test for your partner, okay, that they need to surpass, because you have already surpassed your own test, and now this month it's all about your partner, that hopefully they'll have enough strength, okay, because they are gullible and they easily listen to what other people is going to say. But this time they need to be strong on their own, they need to think on their own. If ever that they are not going to make it this month, then you're really up for a big separation. Health for the women: ovary, stomach, breast issues as well, migraine, hypothyroidism, and losing hair. Okay, you need to go out and check with your doctor, much better. And check your eyesight, or sorry, check your vision, check your eyes, because I feel like you will always have that frequent cloudy or blurry vision, and you'll have some problems, traveling or seeing at night. And there's also a lifestyle that food lifestyle that you need to leave behind. Um, some Aries will also find themselves a little bit hard to conceive, but you just need to go for straight veg. Okay, especially increase your intake of peas. And don't offer some over the counter medicines. Again, your eyesight. You also need to meditate and detoxify, and take more iron as well. Check with your doctor about your sugar. I feel like this is the reason why it's affecting your vision. Okay? And aside from that, be a little bit more generous to other people, especially be a little bit more charitable. Not because that you need to gain good karma, but because, it's part of you being a good person. Now let's take a look at your oracle cards. This is going to be a long one. August is up next. Okay, you need to put your foot forward in a situation, and you also need to have a control in the situation. Be more accepting, open-minded, and confrontational when it comes to the truth about your partner, especially for those who's been like hanging on, holding on to a relationship that's been like dangling in infidelity. Okay, you also need to clean up and cut off the people that you need to cut off, all those toxic environment that you've been living in. It's time for you to clean up and clear off the cobwebs. Okay, you are blessed, you're guided, and just always have some faith when there are some difficult times that you're going through. When there is something that you feel like it just keeps on rolling and rolling and rolling, try to stop and look back. Where did you actually made a mistake? Because I feel like there is a lesson that you are failing to learn. That's why things just keep on going all over and over again. And you also need to be a little bit more creative and tap into your higher power and higher self. Now let's take a look at your month of August. Alright, and now we'll proceed to your month of August. Be very careful, because it seems like this is not going to be a very favorable month for you, Aries. It seems like the jealousy of your coworkers this month will become even more heightened. There will also be an issue to one of your clients, projects, deadlines, or there could be some unexpected delays or postponement or cancellation that you need to prepare yourself for. Oh well. It seems like the problem just came back again. For those Aries who's all within a relationship that's been having some problems for the past few months already. Now, like what I said, the key is actually with you. Okay? And there is also a possibility that they have impregnated somebody, or somebody is faking their pregnancy from your partner so that they can get a hold of your partner and commit to them. Someone will try to snatch your partner, so be very careful with that. Now, you need to lay low, or you need to stay put this month, because this is not going to be a very favorable month for you, Aries. There will be a lot of stuff that you need to face, you need to prepare yourself for. There's also someone who's a fire sign who's been like spreading malicious gossips about you, and this person will intentionally build walls between the two of you. And they will also be extra defensive every time that you will try to get close to them, you'll try to talk to them, you'll try to confront them. Okay? Now you will know that this person is guilty every time that you will try to talk to them. And it's like there's always an advanced gesture, words, behavior, or act, you know, that they are doing against you. And you will somehow figure it out later on. And I feel like you need to because my advice to you for the past 2 months, June and July, don't confront or don't start anything with the air sign. But I feel like this month there will be an inevitable confrontation that's going to happen between the two of you. So be very careful with that, because it might affect your work. Now, when it comes to your works and finances, as I've said, that the growing numbers of people who will be very envious and bitter against you, it will grow. And then, and actually there will be some people who will intentionally steal from you, steal the credit, copy your works, frame you up or put you in a bad limelight. And it's like you are the only one who's going to be fighting alone for yourself. You will win in the end, in the third week of August. But I feel like there will be a lot of things that's just going to hit upon you, and you will just somehow feel like, is this really worth it? That, yes, I got what I want. Yes, I'm finally on the top. I'm finally here. But I am getting a lot of enemies and people who just want to bring me down. And the stress level within you is just continuously rising. It's already up to your head level. Okay? Now, when it comes to your love life, for the married ones, as I've said, that if you've been having some problems with your relationship or with your marriage for the past few months, the person who just tried to show that they're a better person, or they're trying to change, or that they're trying to make up for their mistakes, their mistake will happen again, and as they will eventually sneak around the second week of August, and that is where everything's gonna come. Now there will be some bitter or painful what do they call this, news that's going to come your way, which is someone, I feel like this is just, they're just faking their pregnancy, but someone will be acting, or someone will just tell you that they are pregnant from your partner. Okay? Or for Aries women, someone will actually tell you someone will actually relay you the news that they are pregnant from someone else. So there will be a lot of mishaps, there will be a lot of confusions, there will be a lot of things or stuff that's going to be coming your way, work and personal life. Now for singles, it seems like you are the one who needs to make a choice between the past and the present. Whoever it is that you really want to be in your life, whoever it is that you really wanted to have at this point, this is already up to you, but you need to make a choice. You can't have them both, and you can't live with them both. Now, when it comes to your health, bronchial part, asthma, cough, and fever, this is what's going to be the main highlight of your health for this month because of your stress level. Okay, you will also find yourself missing someone, but you need to pull out more strength. Okay, because like what I said, in the month of July, you need to show this person that it's not that easy to go back to you, it's not that easy to forgive. But I feel like you will just make it easier for them, because in the month of August they're gonna do whatever it is that they did for the past few months. Your immune system will also get even more strengthened. You will just have more. You will just have a hard time because you will always feel sleepy, tired, and lethargic, and just wanted to stay in bed. That is depression. And you also need to rehydrate yourself, and don't try to. You will also find yourself, losing weight because you're overthinking. You've been thinking about a lot of things, and this is what's going to be affecting your health big time this month. All right, let's take a look at your oracle cards. July is where another retrograde will hit again. To be fair, happy, orphaned, treasure island, the fates, run and round. Now, as I've said, those single Aries, okay, who's been dating new person and an old person, it's up to you to make a choice, but you need to be a little bit more fair. Happiness is already right on the horizon, but sometimes you feel like you're alone. But sometimes you're only just self-victimizing. Your problems actually mostly rooting from your own choices and from your own personal decisions. Treasure Island, you are already almost there, reaching up to your destination and starting a new chapter, a new story. Just try to be more clever this time upon making a decision, okay? Because you're already standing at the crossroads. And the fates, whatever that is actually fated in you, it will come through. And sometimes the reason why things are going round and round and round is because you are failing to learn the lesson that the universe is trying to teach you. Just try to sit and ponder and look back. Where did you go wrong? Alright? Let's take a look at your month of September. And now we're finally off the October forecast, so let's see what's going to be coming your way during this month. Mm-mm-mm. Alright, Aries, looks like someone will be betraying you that is regarding your work, or more of a work colleague is kind of plotting something against you during this month. Be careful with that. You'll be winning in the end, but I feel like there will be some legal stuff that will be involved in this. More likely, someone will be harassing you, or someone will be like a verbal assault or something like that. Well, in your work card, looks like, wow, cards are giving you a lot of good stuff. Now, in your work stuff, it seems like you need to be careful with someone who's an earth sign, or someone who's more likely one of the authority figures, okay? I'm getting some sort of an harassment, verbal assault, or slandering as well, or verbal abuse, something like that, because there will be some heated argument that will actually take to a different level. Okay, so your problem with the air sign woman is, I feel like it's already a closed chapter, but this time it will become bigger. Now, you will be winning in the end, because I feel like even though there will be some legal entanglements that will be involved in this situation, there will be some changes and shift to the situation, to your problem, or to your current workplace, department, or something like that, that will be changing, and you will be winning in the end. Okay, either this person will get um, axed, or this person will be walking out of your company. Either way, okay? And I feel like there will also be some compensation that you're going to be getting. All right? Well, you will have a strong edge against this person, so you don't really have to worry about winning or losing. All right? And there will also be some witnesses. But just be very careful. I don't feel like there will be some physical violence that will be involved. It's just more of someone will really be pushing you to do something, you know? Or someone will be losing their temper, or they're going through something, they're just going to take it out on you, and it's just going to get worse. Okay, but whatever it is, just be very careful not to let your temper fly off the handle. And mm, it is much better if they're going to have, it is much better if they're the one who will have something against you, and then you can revert back, rather than they are the one who can get more of an evidence against you, and and then they're the one who can, have the reason to get you sacked. Now, aside from that, there will be more. Hmm. more victory, and there is a new job promotion or new, because in this there will be a change in your department shift, or in your position or wherever you are working, and then there will be a brand new beginning. Someone will be making you an offer, or someone will be giving you a chance or opportunity to work with them, and this is with a water sign woman. Okay. And I feel like this earth sign and this air sign woman, looks more like that they're conniving with each other. That's why this earth sign man is, kind of having some frisky tension against you. But in overall, I feel like you're gonna win over this too. Okay? I don't see the air sign woman losing their job, but it's more likely that it's the earth sign man, okay, who will cross the line and who will go overboard with it. It's like the reason why this man is so upset with you is because this woman has been infusing a lot of stuff, that is more likely lies or just a make believe stories about you. And this woman is very insecure about you. That's why. And you will soon rise and when this whole situation and battle and struggle between your coworkers and you, because you are already in the edge, or you're already in the verge of resigning, quitting, or you know walking away from this, but then it will turn out to be in a different way. Okay, it will turn out to be in the other way, because instead of you quitting, they're the one who will get sacked, and you're the one who will get a chance to keep your job. Okay, but still be careful with some other devious and you know people who's wearing masks around you. There will be a big transition that's going to be coming your way, but in overall, still, when it comes to your careers and finances, I can see more success, progress, development, and growth and movement. Okay. Now, when it comes to your love, singles, looks like you will finally be tying the knot, or you will be wearing the ring. Okay. Um, just don't forget to have a bit of fun on the side, and don't take things too seriously, because the your partner, or the one that you're with, or the one that you will be with during this time, wants to take things lightly and one step at a time. Okay, because when you have a responsibility, it's like you take it too seriously, and sometimes you're too uptight. Okay, and I feel like this person is also religious. Well, I don't see any problem, or I don't see any issues, even if you have two different beliefs when it comes to your faith. But this person is very religious, or they have a very high regard when it comes to religion or faith. So, oh, and they're very cultural and traditional. So, there will be more developments, and there will be more what do you call this, more commitment, more promise of longevity for singles. Now, for those who actually just separated or broke up with their loved ones, or with their with their partners, there will be a new love life, or there will be a new love that's going to be coming your way. And this is, well, it's already up to you if you're already ready for a bigger commitment. But just try to give this person a chance. You can just start out as friends, you can just start out as good friends, or keep each other's company, but not necessarily for you to get into a relationship right away. You need to give yourself some time to heal, to be happy again, and to enjoy your personal space, okay, or your personal life. Because in your previous because in your previous relationship or marriage, you never had a chance to express your who you really are, your personality, the things that you wanted to do. It's like you're too confined, you feel so suffocated, and you don't want that to happen, or you don't want to experience that anymore. Now that you're slowly grasping and coping with the newfound freedom of yours, and with your new beginning, All right. And when it comes to your health, mm, your health will looks like your health will be very good this month. Except that for men, be careful with women who's not really that hygienic, and you will find that their hair is infested by lice or something like that, or they have that significant smell when it comes to their hair. Okay, so be very careful with that. And with women, I feel like just check on their hygiene first if they have some sort of a body odor or underarm thing, because I feel like this is oof. So this month, it's not gonna be, for those who hasn't really found their true love or their destiny yet, you're gonna be meeting some ridiculous people for this month. That is for some Aries, okay? But most of the Aries singles, you will be meeting and finding the love of your life and the one that you're gonna be tying the knot with. And for those who just newly single, there's a new love that's gonna be coming your way. You also need to check out your eyesight, and you will also find yourself extra sensitive to lights, especially at night. And you need to practice your concentration, okay? You will also be vain this month, and you'll be changing some of your appearance or your hairdo. Let's take a look at your oracle cards for this month. Now come to the edge, truth to be told, and thinker, unfinished symphony, orphaned, and higher power. Now some of those newly singles will still feel it's part of the process, okay? And it's one of those stages that you will have to go through in order for you to get over somebody, but you will still find yourself, being so, uh, like, self victimizing and self pitying and still wallowing over what's spilled. And it's just normal for you to wish or to still think about the person who had hurted you, even though things did not really ended up well between the two of you. But then you just need to tap into your higher self, higher power, for you to get out of this situation. Okay, you don't really have to give the other person another chance because you know what's going to happen if you will. Now come to the edge. Sometimes you need to learn how to take the risk instead of always keeping yourself safe. And there is some truth to be told which you need to accept, or there is a truth that you need to start accepting and opening up your eyes that it's just the way it is. And stop thinking about why your life is like that, because things happen for a reason, and that reason is for you to see later on. All right, let's take a look at your month of November. Okay, finally, November. Let's see what's going to be coming your way. Oh, wow. Looks like some Aries will be getting married in another place or another country. Good for you. And you will also be traveling during this time. I'm sorry about the mirror in the October forecast because I forgot to remove it. And I don't want to redo the video because the forecast for the October is really good. So I don't want to change anything. If ever that I need to reshuffle, and what if the cards will show some bad stuff, right? So just spare the mirror. I've already removed it anyway. Hopefully the last half of the year will be very good for everyone because the start of this year is not really good for each and every one of us. You can see all the violence and everything that's been happening around, and hopefully by the last half of this year it will change. Okay, because the start of the cards, the start of the forecast, each and every month for Aries is really good. So hopefully it will be the same for all the signs. Okay. I know that most of you really hate me for delivering bad news, but you know what? My readings are just realistic. I don't like sugarcoating, and I don't want to deliver, the super good news and um, too good to be true readings. You just need to be prepared for what life is going to bring you. It's not always sunny days, it's not always rainy days, alright? So, wow. Here are some good stuff. Okay, first off, there will still be some tail end fights or some conflicts with the air sign when it comes to your work or when it comes to someone around you, and this person will still be acting all high and mighty and very aggressive. However, you know how to pick your own fight, you know how to pick your own battles, and if this person is really worth it. So I feel like at this point you will just, give it a nudge and walk away, which is that's the wisest thing to do. All right? This person will just keep on pushing and provoking you, but just ignore them. That's the best way to deal with them. Now, you will be traveling in the second week of this month of November, and I feel like some Aries will be tying the knot in another country or another city or another place, and you will have a very harmonious, memorable, sweet, passionate, fiery, loving, and, well, unforgettable honeymoon. Well, it looks like you will be settling down with someone that is really meant for you, someone that is really right for you, and somebody that you've been not really dreaming to, to be with, but this is the kind of life that you never really expected to have. Right after, choosing between two, and eventually you will end up choosing the right one because there will be a lot more happiness that's going to be in store for you. And like what I have mentioned in the month of September or July, I think, if ever that you are, if ever that you are the Aries who will get engaged or, something like that in the month of September, um, let me pick up some clarifications because I feel like it's going to take some time for the two of you to have a child, okay? I'm not saying that you will never ever have, especially for the younger ones, but it's gonna take some time because of the stress at work and stress with your family. But in overall, this is the moment that you've been waiting for, and this is the right relationship for you, right after all the emotional struggles and emotional pain that you have gone through in the past. Alright? That is all the good news. Now, when it comes to your careers and finances, there will be some good standing and new beginnings, newfound foundations. This other earth sign that has hurted you in the past or the past month, it will finally be, he'll finally be walking away, and you will eventually start getting even more closer to some of the people around you that is, more of a healthy colleagues and not within their, turf or not within their network or circle. Again, there is a trip that you will be making. Either this is through personal or business related in the second week of November. It's just that you will still have a lot of, you know, fear, reservations. What if, your partner doesn't want you to work anymore? What if you have to stop working? What if you're gonna have a hard time, juggling between your marriage and your work? What if by the time that your career is doing good, and then your partner is not really being supportive and stuff like that. Okay, which is jittery. That's very normal. But I feel like if there is something that you really want, know how to fight for it, and know how to, you know, insist on doing without opting for any fight. Because I feel like your partner will understand whatever it is that you wanted to do as long as you can fulfill your domestic obligations. All right? And new beginnings, newfound foundation, new opportunities, more travel representations, more channels, and more people to meet, more networks to build, and stuff like that. Especially if you're in the field of sales. Now, when it comes to your love life, let's take a look first for those who's already married and who really made it to the storm. Because some Aries last month did not really made it. I mean October, did not really made it through, and they really ended up, separating. But for those Aries couples who still together and made it through the storm, now finally the storm is over, and finally you are up for a new beginning, stronger foundation, um, more faith, health, well, stability of your domestic stuff, health of your children, or a sign of having a child if you're already married, okay? And I feel like there will be a promise of loyalty, faithfulness, fulfilling obligations, promises, and you have the key. Okay, you hold the key to your happiness, to your relationship, to the heart of your partner, and you hold the key to the truth. All right, so you will now have the full control of your life, of your love, and your soul. So this is a very good thing. And there will also be more happiness because I feel like either you will be relocating or buying a new home or opting for a bigger house. All right? Now, when it comes to your health, you will feel a little bit more nauseous for the first week of this month, and you will get easily infected by cough, fever, flu. And there is also an airborne disease that you might get from another country, and it will start from colds or fever. Be very careful about that, and don't stay too late at night. Um, Aside from that, don't do heavy exercises. If you can just do the tai chi or yoga, meditation, and stuff like that, it is much better because there is a possibility for some Aries who's already been married for a long period of time, or for some Aries who's been trying to get pregnant, that you will be positive this month. Okay, some. I'm not saying all. I'm saying some. And you also need to be a little bit more generous, give away whatever you don't really need anymore so that you will incur good karma. Aside from that, you will be gaining a bit of a weight. I'm not saying that you're going to be overweight. I'm not saying that you're going to be so chubby, but you will find yourself more rosy and healthy, glowing, and much more adaptable. All right? So let's take a look at your oracle cards. Higher power, orphaned, round and around, treasure island, no place like home, and loyal heart. See, this is what I'm telling you. That finally some of you will finally be rekindling your love, starting all over again, forgetting about whatever happened in the past, finding your true destiny and your true love, soulmates as well. Some of you will also be relocating or buying a new house or bigger house, and your destiny is just right within your reach. So just keep on going, and you're already in the right track. Take the lessons from the past, but don't ever look back. Okay? Don't ever feel like you're so alone, because this card keeps on coming up for the, from the month of June until this month of November. It's like you have this certain depression or certain mood where you feel like you're so alone and nobody's there for you. Nobody wants to, be by your side. And sometimes when you need to ask for some, for some advice, or if you need to vent out, there's nobody there to, willing to help you or willing to hear you out. And you just need to tap into your higher power, because sometimes there are some certain things that you will go through on your own, but that is because your higher self or your spirit guides are trying to tell you that they are just around there, or they are just around you, and you just need to ask for their help and guidance, and they will. All right. Finally, let's take a look at your month of December. Mm-hmm. Sorry. Looks like your month of December will be very neutral. Contracts that needs to be signed. I feel like this is the time where you will be signing up or getting a new house, and there is something new, something big that you will be announcing to everyone. But in overall, it looks like there is a big deal, especially for those who's already in a business. There's a big contract, big deal, investment, or something like that that you will be signing or nailing. Ooh, ooh, ooh. Now, it seems like someone will be sneaking behind you, and there will also be some outside influences to your relationship that you will somehow find a little bit uh distracting. Hmm. All right. The month of December for you, Aries, is somehow whew, average. Now, there are some people and there are some few things that you need to deal with. Family issues, that's one. And I feel like there are some dramatic people that you need to cut off away from your life. Don't be afraid to confront them if you have to, because this is your right, okay? If they've been abusing you and stepping on you, it's time for you to put your foot forward, and it's time to cut this whole thing off. All right? Nobody has the right to belittle you and put their feet on your head. Okay? You need to take some action, and you need to make a stand for yourself, especially if you've been a victim of bullying, whether in your family or at work or, wherever it is. This is the time where you need to stand up for yourself. Now, there's also good news. new clientele or new opportunity that's going to be rolling, rolling this month for you. And I feel like that this is mm, this is a big money or big deal, or this is a big person. And I feel like this person is very cut off and dry, very straightforward, direct to the point, and they have this certain boundaries. Okay, so you need to be careful in dealing with this person, because once you're able to fulfill whatever it is that they need in, in a business or dealing with you, that you're gonna get it. Okay, but if you will just slack off, and if you will just get tired of them, because they're very finicky and they're very particular. Okay, so you need to be a little bit more patient with this person. But in overall, I feel like you're gonna get it. There's a new contract, new deal, new reward, bonus, or commission that you're gonna be nailing this month. Now, careers and finances. Whoa. You will be traveling again within the first or second week of this month, or for the next 2 weeks of this month of December. And it seems like there will be a fight, or there will be some issues again with the air sign that's going to be uprising. But this time you need to have more control and you need to have more strength. It's time for you to stand up with this person, because remember, if for the previous months, June, July, and August, I told you that you will have the chance to confront this person, but just try to be a little bit more patient. But this month, this is the time where you need to catapult more of your skills. Okay, not to have some manifest fight or cat fights or whatever it is, but it's time for you to show and put this person where is their rightful place. Okay, you will be supported by your peers and your higher superiors, and I feel like there will be another victory for you. All right, now when it comes to your love life, for those who's already married, again, there will be another temptation, and there is an outside source or outside influence that's been affecting your relationship. Yet somehow, even though that this is a like a temptation that is not yet really bold. It's only there outside your door, okay? But it hasn't really invaded much of your domestic space. You'll be able to solve this, and you'll be able to cut this off immediately. All right? Um, but expect that your partner will still be lying, will still be sneaking around, and you still got a long way to go. In your oracle cards, it keeps on saying round and round. It means that there is a lesson that you're failing to see, to learn, and there is a certain thing that you just keep on repeating over and over again. That's why this whole thing just keeps on repeating as well. All right, now for singles, I feel like there will be some period of distress, stagnancy, distance, coldness, and it's like the two of you are not going to be talking, you know? And it is because that your partner is kind of being a little bit distracted by somebody else, okay? Which is eventually you're going to be um, you will discover this whole activity. There will be some confrontations, and it's like you are the one who will be on top of the situation. All right. Now, vacation, you need this because you're a little bit stressed out. You're so distressed, consumed, and you're too strained out with your work and with whatever that's been going on. I feel like a trip near the water is very favorable for you. Plus, you'll be changing your food lifestyle or diet, and I feel like you'll be opting for white meat and vegetables during this month. I also feel like you will be more outdoorsy, or you will be opting for more outdoor adventures during this month. You will also be learning new craft or new hobby just to distract yourself, or to divert your attention away from all of your problems. And some of you will be enrolling in a dance lesson or dance exercise, something like that. But just be careful not to overstrain yourself, because you'll be very much affected by fever, flu, and cough during this month, okay? And try to be a little bit more giving. Now let's take a look at your oracle cards for this month of December. The fates running around. See, this keeps on happening. This keeps on coming up. Orphaned. Why? Observer. Um, Let me shuffle again, okay? Because this just keeps on coming up. Same cards, even though I keep on shuffling it. Let's shuffle for 6 times. Mending. No place like home. Not for you. Leg up. Soulmates. Between worlds. Now, the one that you're already with, for those who's already married, this is your soulmate. But doesn't mean that they're not going to be able to distract themselves or to, be a little bit disarrayed in whatever your goals are in a relationship. There will still be some temptations that you just need to solve on your own and you just need to confront. Don't be afraid or don't be in denial, all right? You need to put your foot forward in a certain situation where people are really pushing you and provoking you. It's time for you to make a stand for yourself. Mending, if there are some things or some situations, problems, occurrences in the past, or people who have hurted you, it's time for you to close the wound, learn how to forgive and move on from that. Okay? And again, there's no place like home. I feel like some of you will be visiting your old childhood place or where you grew up, and some of you will be opting for a new place, new house, or will be getting a bigger place. All right? There are some things that you also need to accept that, there are some certain things that are not meant for you, and some are meant for you. So don't try to wallow over whatever that's filled, because whatever that is meant for you, it will be given to you. And whatever that is not meant for you, however hard you try to grasp it and hold on to it, it will be released from you because it is not meant for you. All right. So finally, we are done with your June to December advanced forecast. And this is a great, beginning and a great last half of the year. Hopefully, all the signs will have these great cards and great forecast. And thank you for watching and subscribing. Please visit my website, it's sophiaangel.net, and register as a member so that you'll be able to access all the pages. And you may talk to me live on the phone or live in the calls or offer pre-recorded video readings. Please also visit DestinyPsychics.com. All right, blessings to you, and have a great last half of the year of 2008.